So in the process file, we're going to add a button right at the end. It just to, it's not a very good practice, but I'm just doing a button right at the end. Take me to another PHP file where I can display the data. Okay. Later on, you probably need to reorganize your files or reorganize how your website should look like. Okay. Maybe you want to view, you want to insert and view at the same time. So it's to you. The insert button is exactly the same as before, so it's form, because it's a button, so it needs to be in a form format. Sorry, not in the PHP. Okay, so I'm just gonna add the HTML tag. And outside, because the code that we're gonna write now is a pure HTML code, so it needs to be outside the PHP, and the code needs to be form action equal, and you can name your file whatever you want. I call it display data.php. That's the file that we're gonna create soon. And method post between two quotation marks, and then I close the form. Now I'm gonna put my button, input type equal submit. Just now we're gonna read the information from the database and display the aliens. So we're gonna put all of them, display all of them in a table. Yes. Method mean you're gonna post information. So any ID or any ID or any variables from this website is gonna be taking over to the next website. Okay, it's not to the next page. Sorry, not website. Value. This is what's gonna show on the button. So it's display all aliens information in the process page. Okay, save. Give you. So I'm gonna make a new file. That file you will save as in the same project display data.php. Remember, your file type needs to show all files, and it's the same project where the same folder where everything else we've saved, and then just save it. Then we're gonna start writing. So the first one, obviously, we're gonna write the PHP code. You can add the HTML code later on. I probably will put the HTML tags. Just head, title, by millions of information. You can go back to the index and display it there. So it's up to you. We were gonna do lots of pages later on. You can rearrange your website the way that you want. can add new buttons. You will have to beautify your table. So I'm going to do a basic table. Then you're going to use the CSS file, you link it, and then you're going to make, you know, the borders, colors, and font, whatever. Okay. So the first thing, obviously, you're going to include the constants file. So you gonna put here the name of the file. So it's up to you which name you've used, the connection file as well. Okay. And then after you've included all of that, that's will get the connection sorted. So the next one is you're gonna write your SQL statement. So I'm gonna create a variable and we write the SQL statement. And this time we're gonna use select. So last time we've used insert. This time we're gonna use select. Star means select everything from and use the table name file. And then after that, you're going to execute it. Result equal MySQL underscore query. And I'll put the SQL and the connection variable. Then you're going to check if result so if it's true, then you're going to work throughout your data. So this time we're going to write an email code with in the middle of a PHP. So we need to use the echo statements when we want to write the HTML. So for example, instead of only writing the table tag, we're going to do echo and then you put the table tag. Okay, that's the way to write HTML code within the PHP. Next one, you do echo lines row. Exactly. It's just not gonna take its side. We wanted separate lines. Okay, and it just we basically trying to write it exactly the same format as our PHP. Sorry, the HTML. That's all. So I'm writing at the moment. Sorry, the headings. So the first heading is Alines ID. And then I'm just gonna copy and paste that for all the other fields. So this one here, Alliance name, Alliance shape, Alliance color, Alliance. So it could be number of arms. Just adding the heading for the columns in here. Number of eyes. Sorry? Yes, I'm recording the video, so I'll upload it afterwards. Okay, ears. Image. Oh, sorry. Image name. Now, Alliance image. Okay, what I've done so far, I've only put the heading for my file. So now you can test it if you want. Oh, it doesn't matter really. Alines mouth. Now, after you've created your heading for the table, the next bit is if actually, so you're gonna close the TR first, the row, because that's your first row. Yeah, sorry. Thank you, Bido. Okay, so after you've done that, now we're gonna go through the table. The table will have lots of data, so you need to have a while to go through all the rows one by one and getting the information, printing them out. Okay, and then continue. So your first thing is you're gonna write while row equal MySQL underscore fetch underscore associates, and here's the results. Okay, so this one basically it's just reading like an I statement index for every row. So this one here will execute the SQL, will fetch the numbers of rows, okay, and then you'll pick it up. While you can fetch a row, that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna print now the values. So you're gonna create a row, and underneath that row, you're gonna start now printing your tables. You notice now I've closed, sorry, I haven't opened the tag. I've closed the tag. I put the dot to represent now I'm going to take the value from SQL statement. And the value that I'm going to take is row, square brackets, ID. Close bracket. Put another dot. Now I can close my tag for the TH. Then brackets, sorry, semicolon, okay? And then you're going to do all of that for the name. So for the next one, for example, this needs to be exactly the same as what the names that's written in your database. So I've used capital letters. That's why I'm going to use capital letters in here as well. Name, shape, color, arms, eyes, oh, mouth, ears. I'm just following the order of the columns that I'm using in here. It's up anything if everything anyway. You can rearrange the order that you want. Doesn't have to be exactly the same order as your table. Underscore name. I'm just going to check the image name. So yeah, image name. So for it correctly. Now the table, because the image I want to print it out, I need to use the image tag. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to close my HTML here. It's because it's really messy when I'm trying to write the image tag in the middle of the HTML. You know, through lots of errors. So I'm going to close the PHP in here, the PHP code, and I'm going to treat the rest of the code as just pure HTML. All right. So look what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to write TH. Yeah. So it's TD actually. TD. We will have to change all of those ones to TD later. I think TH is because